Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. I just realized how dark it is outside. Oh my gosh. Hi, friends. How are you? Oh my gosh. Thanks for hanging out with me. Amy is still on for a little bit. Hi, Sarah. Hi, friends. Oh, if you're new to me, make sure to follow. I am about to run a giveaway. I've been working hard. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. It's so funny. You could tell that Amy and I are friends. I was like, "Oh, of course she's dressed like a witch." Well, so am I. I got this cute apron from, Petra, actually, at Red Rock Creations. Oh, it's my favorite. Okay, so this is my giveaway. It's actually a faux box, and you can put a dolly in there. It's kind of the whole deal behind it. So if you get a dolly today, you get to have a little hidden box for a dolly. That's a two-headed dolly. Um, so let's open this. And since we have 3 minutes, I think the giveaways are a lot longer than that. 5 minutes. Okay. So this is the giveaway. It's like a hidden box. And it says it's the season of the witch. And it's cool. Hi, Wendy, because it's spider webs and moons inside. And you can keep a little hidden doll inside, which I think is really spectacular and cute. I have been working so hard on these dolls. There's Lydia. So then you can put it on the shelf if you wanted to. My little Lydia. I make, if you're new to me, I make one of a kind textile. I say textile dolls, cloth dolls out of upcycled materials. Like this corduroy is secondhand. This dress is a secondhand dress that I altered. The yarn is secondhand. The stuffing actually I bought brand new in a box, secondhand, never opened. Um, so I have some two-headed dolls this time I have been working on. Some of them don't have faces, but they can all, oh my gosh. Oh, it is. Lydia is a beautiful name. So this is my Lydia inspired. She does have braids like Wednesday, but I did her hair. The red dress, it's secondhand and I added the straps. So, oh my gosh, why is my phone going to sleep? So yeah, it just screamed Lydia. So I did that. I can put faces on them if you get one of these. Hi everybody! Yay! It's the rain. Thank you so much. This is the last show of the Halloween extravaganza. Hi Rhonda. Hi Anita. Hi everybody. Yeah, so this is my giveaway. It's one of those hidden books that's actually a hidden box. Yay! Thank you, Amy. And I will oh, thank you. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Um, so this hi, Brandy. Hi, Phyllis. So you could put a little dolly inside of here if you wanted to. I mean, even on display, open like that, or you can close it and put it. So that's my Lydia. And I'm gonna draw the winner now if everybody's entered for this little box, especially if you get a dolly today. Susie 1616, congratulations. I'm gonna put that over there. I like to do like boxes for my dolls in general, but that one was a special one. Yeah, of course. So I have a variety of dolls I've been working on. It's a little dark. Usually I'm not on this late at night. I'm like, where's all the light? Um, so this is my two-headed Bride of Frankenstein doll. I know. So this green yarn actually glows in the dark. Her head has wire and her necks have wood, so it will stay up like this. This is a vintage bride dress that I altered to fit her. One of the girls is sleeping and one of them just woke up like, "What the heck's going on?" So, yeah, that's this girl. And then I'm gonna show them all, and then I'll run some. Um, I have these twin two-headed kind of Wednesday. I named them Wednesday. They have these little berets on. They have looped hair because they're connected. Their heads are connected. They're looking at each other. Um, what's that? How does that work? Did the brides marry off, guys? I don't know exactly. I know, it's kind of weird. I know, that's why it's inspired. And then this one is my Lydia inspired, which yeah, exactly. Kinda like that too, the twins. I kinda yeah, there's lots of inspiration from lots of things in there. So and that's a vintage dress that I altered well, it was a skirt. I altered into a dress. Um, I have this girl who's kind of a Wednesday. Her hair is a upcycled yarn, and it's a stretchy kind of yarn. And then her outfit is vintage clothes, vintage doll clothes. And then, um, this one is my hammer horror. Thank you for sharing. Um, hi, Laura. So, um, hi, Pooh Bear, and everybody joining. This is kind of my hammer horror vampire doll. I ran out of time for some of these faces, so some of these faces can all still be made. It's not completely a loss. Um, just let me know because some people do like them without the faces too. Oh, I gotta get that. Okay. Anyways, this is Samara. Do you guys know who Samara is? Hi, BB. So Samara is from The Ring. She's the one with the hair in her face on this side, and then this is kind of like the pretty done up version of her, I guess. But she still has a bow. So two-headed doll. This one turned out better than I expected, and like I had the idea, and then it's like cousin it, but really it's supposed to be Samara. And I made her dress out of vintage, you know, dress pieces that I had. And then my last one, I have 3 more that are in the works. So the last one that I actually made is this one. So this one is a glow in the dark Wednesday Adams um, with braids that connect too in the middle. And she's wearing a Maleficent dress that I altered to fit her. So okay, thank you, the Autumn Lydia. Awesome, this girl. Thank you, Sarah. Um, I will run her. Let's see, auction. And some of these, there we go. There we go. And some of these, oh, thank you, Cindy, are a little bit more than others, just from, the materials and the everything that goes into these dolls. And if you want any of these to be um have faces, I can still do a face on her. So thank you so much for your bid. That makes me so happy that you like her. Yay, congratulations. So she's got these little socks on too. Oh, good. Thank you. I mean, I love this vintage kind of jacket. It has a velvet collar. It has velvet pocket, well, faux pockets. And it only has one button left, but I did leave it on because I did sew it to her. And then this skirt. Yay! Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna run some of the other ones. So this is Cindy. Um, I'm just gonna put her over there. And let me know, Cindy, if you want her to have a face. I can do a sleeping face. I can do glasses, you know. Where's my pencil? And thank you everybody for hanging out with me. It's just fun to show my artwork and do it in general. It really, oh my gosh, you guys, it just saves me art. um, that was the Lydia. Oh, Lydia. Oh, you said Lydia. Okay, sorry. I don't know why my phone is going to sleep for some reason. Yes, a face. Okay. So what kind of face would you like? Do you want me to choose? That was autumn. Wednesday. Yes, face. So I'm here every Thursday morning talking about dolls and sewing for dolls. Um, the one on the twin brides, the one that's awake or asleep. Oh, they like these? Okay. Oops. See, that was my first attempt at open eyes too. Um, like bride. Okay. Just wrote myself a note. um, and usually I have them looking over to the side, but she's kind of like just woke up. Um, so, and then I have Lydia. So I'm gonna find Lydia. There we go. I think it's raining. Um, oh, Cindy, yay! So I did this Rick Rack that has not Rick Rack. It's bias tape that looks like half of Rick Rack. You know, it's made like that. So I did that for her sleeves, and then she's this doll with the striped legs. Um, yeah. Thank you so much. Yay! Do you want okay, so this is Lydia. Do you want eyes like that too? Okay. Thank you so much, Cindy. Okay, she's going to you. I love her little jig jag zigzag, whatever you want to call it. Um bangs there. These 2, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That just makes my heart so happy. You have quite a collection now of mine and Amy's dolls. Yeah. So this is my cool mug that's from Brandy, actually. It's my Care Bear cousin. So I have these 2 girls, and, I can press their dress a little bit. I kinda like the wrinkly. This is more like those Shinings twins, Shining twins. They have these little furry berets on, and they're looking at each other. I was gonna run these girls. Let's see. And obviously, this is a higher starting bid. These are all handmade by me, sewn, stuffed, crocheted. The dresses are made by me. This is a vintage dress, but I did have to alter it and fix it. I made her a little crinoline with lace on the bottom, um, and then braid her hair and crochet the hats and felt her face or their faces, and I did, sew their heads together as well so that they're, you know, in place. And this gray fabric is kinda like zombie, you know, kind of fabric. And this girl, same thing. The two-headed dolls are now my new design. I have this one in green one and a green one now too. Oh, there she is. So This does glow in the dark. It's very vibrant, this green. You can even hang her on a door if you wanted to. This dress is a vintage Barbie dress, although it's probably a clone dress. Um, I altered it and added her belt and felted her face, and their lips are these little hearts. So they got the Cupid lips, and their bangs and their hairs crocheted. Oh, Wendy! Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I wasn't even paying attention. Thank you so much, Wendy. This is the first one of this one I've ever made. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, and this, I mean, I like to warn people about the glow in the dark because some people get spooked when they have them on display and turn out the light and they glow. So, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm gonna have to take lots of pictures before she goes. I'm gonna send her on her way. Thank you, Wendy. Oh, yeah, she would be a great, like, Halloween. I mean, these are all for Halloween, but obviously some of us love Halloween all of the time, right? Um, it's our favorite time of year. Um, so we make it all year round. Oh, sorry, phone keeps going to sleep. So this girl, okay, I'm a huge, oh yes, Halloween all of the time. Oh, yay. I'm so happy. That makes me so, look at my smile. I can't stop smiling, which is a good thing. Um, that just, oh, it just makes my heart feel so good because I put so much into the dolls, like so much good intention, so much love. Like I worked on her face for quite some time because that was the first time I really did like the free eyes like that. I think I tried it one other time, but it's improving. I like it this way. And yeah, it just makes me happy that I know who she's going to, and yeah, I'm so happy about that. This one, and I wouldn't be thank you. I mean, this art, you guys, it totally, oh, thank you. I love you guys too. Oh, thank you, Amy. That means a lot to me. I've been working on it. My faces. And if you're on Facebook or YouTube, come over and hang out with us on Whatnot. Um, yeah, artwork saves me. Obviously, a lot of you know I have a daughter who has a rare genetic disorder, and it's a very stressful lifestyle, I want to tell you. And it's a very stressful every day. So art just saves me. I can just zone out and make things for you guys and show them to you, and you know, you guys know. I just, yeah, I need it. And this girl, if she didn't sell, I wouldn't be sad because I feel like she's my favorite. I've never made a Samara doll, and I am a huge, um, oops, I'm a huge horror nerd. I have to tell you a story. While she's running, I love how her hair turned out like that, like kind of like a bubble flip almost on the side. And then this is vintage ribbon that I had. This is from a vintage doll, so there are some stains and it's kind of shredded on the bottom, which is kind of the look. Um, there's it goes all the way around. It is acetate or polyester, but it's fabulous. I love this fabric. I know. Um, she is from the ring. So Samara is the one that comes out of the well and comes through the television. And the ring is symbolizes like somebody closing the well when she was pushed in. Spoiler alert. Anyways, they it was during the daytime, so when the well closed, the ring from the sun coming through. Anyways, I know. I ruined it. No, that I mean, come on, you guys. You have to know something about it. But anyways, I oh my god. I'm okay if she stays with me. I feel like she's my favorite. Um, yeah, I like horror that's not super bloody and just, like, torture movie, like, I don't like that. Um, but I do like spooky, like, things that make you think yeah, that's what it is, yeah. That's what it is from, The Ring, because it's the ring of light that she sees, um, and it shows up everywhere. So, now I wanna go watch that movie. This is my Wednesday twins. Their faces are sewn together, their heads are. And this dress, most of these clothes do not come off. I did sew them on there. The Lydia dress comes off. Um, but the other ones, to make them look just right, I did sew them on so they can't be taken off. Um, just so you know. But I mean, it's part of their character. But this is the Maleficent dress. And that collar is like this plastic, like, how fabulous is that? I was trying to look for, like, I have a stash of Barbie clothes and doll clothes because she does wear Barbie size clothes. This doll is a 14-inch. I also make, 25-inch, which I didn't finish her hair in time, but, this is her in the making. This is also a bride, and I have 2 others that are brides too. So, you can't handle horror. I know. Oh my gosh, Amityville is just no. I know, I read Amityville and I was scared to death to sleep. It scared me that bad. Oh, thank you. I do have some more stuff, handmade stuff, while I'm talking. I'm gonna run this. One of my favorite this is for this girl, and of course she can have a face too. It's very sparkly, this dress. I mean, how, like, vintage horror can you get than a Batwing dress with pointed collar? I mean, that glows in the dark. Okay, so, um, I just sent this to Amy. What is it called? It Follows is one of my favorite. It's an A20 no, it's not an A24 movie, but it's like an A24 movie. Um, anyways, it's really trippy. But the director wrote it after he had a really weird dream, and if you know that fact about it and you watch it, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about that. It's like, "Oh my gosh, I could totally see that this could be a dream." It's kinda like a almost an anxiety dream, but not it's not super stressful because they follow you, but they can't run. They can only walk. So, you have to be strategic on how you get away kinda deal, and they're not zombies. Anyway, it's cool. Mm. Thank you. These are my gloves, like, my fingerless gloves. They have, like, those vinyl I just thought I didn't wanna wear a bracelet, so, yeah, I'll just wear gloves. That makes sense. Um Then I have this Hammer horror girl. That movie is called It Follows, and it's a picture of I think you can see the girl in a car, like an older like a '60s style, like a little bit of a longer car in a parking lot. There's a reason for that. But there's only one kinda gory, a little bit like a broken bone looking scene in the beginning, and then the rest of it, it's not like that. So don't be turned off. When I first started watching it, I was like, "Oh gosh, if it's just gonna be gross, stuff like that, I don't wanna watch it." But it's really only that part. The other parts aren't like that. So, yeah, if you haven't seen it, I mean, and you like scary movies, it's good. It's really good. It makes you think. Anyway, and I love A24 movies. I know it's not, but it's like one. Anyway, obviously, guys, I've had a lot of coffee today. Oh, good, you've seen it. Yeah, it is really good. So this is my Hammer horror one. I say that because I love Hammer horror vampire movies, which is like the Christopher Lee vampire movies. So the women have like these supposed empire waist dresses on, so it's supposed to be period, but then they have these bouffant hairstyles and big eyelashes like the '60s. Like, I love that mishmash of time periods of those movies, and then they're vampires, which is awesome. Babadook, oh my gosh, it's so funny because I was just telling my husband about that today. Babadook is really good, it's not what you expect either. Yes, thank you for saying that. It's one of my favorites as well. Um, yes. Oh, by A24. So A24 is a company that makes movies and they make TV shows too. And they're like independent movies, but they're really good. Like I haven't seen a bad A24 movie. Yeah. So if you're looking to like just watch a cool movie, I would look at what movies are A24 movies. Except for I do want to say the one, so this girl is running right now. She can, of course, have a face, and I wanna give her fangs. So if she doesn't sell, I will come back with her with black eyeliner and fangs for sure. Um, the one A24, oh gosh, what is it called? It's when they go to, like, Sweden and they go to, like, this remote village, and there's, like, a ritual going on. Do you guys know? I know, I am gonna do fangs for her, so that's an experiment. I can't think of that movie. Midsummer, that's right. That one is bloodier than all get out. Be careful of that one. It's super trippy and it's super bloody. I know, it is good, and like, I still think about some of the parts of that movie, but for a while afterwards, it just made me feel really bad. And I was like, "I didn't wanna feel like that." But it is really good, and there's a lot of okay. Of course, I go online and I read about these horror movies and like, "Okay, well, what does this mean?" Or, "There was a weird part where this happened," and then you find out there's, like, all this stuff sprinkled throughout the movie that makes it completely different than what you thought it was, you know what I mean? And that's one of them. Um, there are some parts if you didn't you get you can see if you see it multiple times, you see more stuff is what I mean. So, yes. Um, yes. Oh, I've never seen that one. There's the one where these guys go, um, is that the one? Okay, this is the Wednesday. I just heard, fireworks outside. Um, yes, oh, Hereditary is also very brutal, but it is very good. Like, they don't make horror movies like that anymore. It is it is very disturbing though, but yes, it's very good. So this is my double header Wednesday. She almost has a noose, I don't know. She has this loop between them because they're connected. Um, yes, that miniature house is amazing, like all of the things in it, but it's really twisted. A lot of the stuff I'm sure you can get we actually own that one, a lot out of that movie after seeing it multiple times. Um, yeah. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that don't like that, um, where dogs die, right. No, does that one of those? I don't know. But yeah, I totally get that. Oh, you wish you hadn't watched Hereditary? I know. It's funny because once you know the movie and you see the poster for it, you're like, "Oh my goodness." I get the poster now. Um, you guys are like, "What?" Go look at the poster and you know what I mean. Um, anyways, Halloween is one of my favorite movies of all time, like the very first Halloween movie. I mean, yeah. And of course, that's a slasher film, but it's a '70s slasher film, so it's not like too much of a slasher film, you know what I mean? Definitely not realistic like it is today. So, it is the best. I yeah, so obviously she's not done. You love the Scream movies? I love all the B movies. Like, there are so many B movies that, you know, you watch them and you're like, "Okay, that was kinda cheesy." But then you think about them later on, and then you watch it again and you're like, "Okay, this is kinda fun," you know? Um the fashion in Halloween is just absolutely and all of, like, the behind the scenes about Halloween is just nuts. they filmed it during the summer, so they went out there and they painted the leaves on the trees and put leaves on the ground, and they had to pick them up and put them back down and make it look like fall, even though it wasn't fall, stuff like that. I love that stuff. Yeah, Glitch. Oh, I have not. Oh, you're gonna have to tell me about that. This looks like she's got, like, a high top. That I look at her like this, but she's gonna have the neon hair as well. I'm gonna write that down, Glitch. I'm always looking for good scary movies. I love the series of so I did make this velvet dress. This is, rayon velvet, um, and it's part of a fabric that I had when I was in college. I did my final so I went to fashion school, and my final was to make I made Alice in Wonderland costumes is what I did, and I based them on my great-grandmother's dresses and her sisters when they were kids for Alice, and then the queen's dress was this, gray velvet, and then she had red too, but this is all that was left over, and I made a little dress out of it, a long time ago, but it ended up fitting one of my dolls. So, as soon as I can finish her hair and stuff, I'll have her ready. Sorry, my head's so big, my hat doesn't stay on so well. But the ads tells you Oh, yes, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, there's one that I always look at. I never trust the ratings fully anyways, if it's some scary it just depends on what it is, what I let my kids watch too, you know? So, yeah, I never trust the ratings, essentially. I look them up, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're so funny. I don't have any I have one felted hat that fits me. I wanna show you my other big-headed friend here. Oh, I love her so much. Oh, her hat. See, her hat doesn't stay on either. This is from Cindy, my friend Cindy, at Cinderelli. Um, and I just got this little witch hat, and I put it on a ribbon for her, but, oh, I just love my Blythe dolls. I, was going to say, so I'm here every Thursday morning. What time is it? Okay, we have 30 minutes. I can definitely craft some things here. Maybe I should do some things for this girl. And I talk about dolls. I talk about new dolls. I am a doll collector. I think you guys know, and you can see behind me too some of the dolls I have. Um, I just got this one, but I like to make clothes. Isn't she beautiful? Look at her white hair. I love to make clothes for them, sell the clothes or make kits so other people can sew clothes for their dolls and learn how to sew because hand sewing is like the best way and sewing doll clothes is the best way to start learning to sew because by hand, I think it's a great skill to learn. So that's what I do. I wanted to drink my water. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and talking scary stuff. I can always talk scary stuff. What was I gonna say? Well, what are your favorite horror movies? The other one was what is it called? Oh shoot. Um, Bly Manor. Is that what it's called? It was a series, right? That one is so good. It is really scary. I watched the American Horror, but it was too bloody for me. It was just too much. And I know I have friends that love it, but I'm like, "Ugh, it's just too much for me." I like there's another one I love. It's called The Changeling, which is a ghost story. It is filmed in Seattle and north of Seattle too. And some of the parts that were filmed for that movie, it's from the 70s, late 70s, early 80s, and it's got George C. Scott in it, which I love George C. Scott. He's the main character. Anyways, it's about a ghost. And yeah, that series is so good. But part of the like when he's in the city, there are parts of the city that are still kinda mid-mod, style and design, and that was right across the street from where I worked at the Fifth Avenue Theater, even though they filmed it years ago, but it was a favorite film from when I was a kid, and my brothers and sisters, we would watch it, and when I went to work there at the Fifth Avenue, I recognized the building because it's called the ice cr well, people call it the ice cream cone building. It has a skinny, like, thing in the middle, and then it goes out and straight up. It's weird, but it's very unique. It's a very unique building, and part of it was filmed there, so outside of it, and you can see it in the film. Anyways, but I always loved that movie, The Changeling. I know it sounds different so different than what it actually is about. Um, yeah, The Bly Manor, and then there was another one where oh, my husband what is it called? The House of S no, not the house. It takes place in this small we're just talking about horror movies now. It's a series. It takes place in this small town. A lot of the same characters from The Bly Manor are in this too, and it's centered around this church and the small town, and it's kind of like a vampire movie, and that sounds cheesy, but when you watch it, you're like you get really hooked into it. Shoot, see, I don't remember the names of anything. Anyways, I just love horror. I just wanna say I love horror. When I was a kid, a teenager, I lived in a very small town in the Midwest, and yes, Haunting of Hill House, that's right. And then the second one was Bly Manor, and then the third one is yes, is shoot, I should ask my husband because he kept telling me to watch it, and I was like, "Oh, it doesn't sound good," but then I realized it's the same people doing it, and I watched it, and it was so good. Oh, yeah. Um, I don't wanna call up to because my kids will run down here too. Shoot. I'll ask him before we leave. Um, so yes. The sister and then also the Ghost in the Lake, that woman, her husband is the one who writes it and directs it, I believe, all of them. So she's in the 3rd one as well. No, that's not what it's called. It's like shoot, it's okay. We'll figure it out. Because I didn't realize it was the same people either until I was watching it and I was like, "Oh, this is the same actor as some of them." And then I looked it up, and that's what it said. He casts her in all of his stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely worth watching. There's a lot of, like, I would say long-winded, but they're all about these very long monologues of, like, I don't know, they go really deep into stuff, and sometimes I'm like, "Is this do I really wanna watch this?" But it's good, and the points that they make are good, and yeah, you'll like it if you can do vampires, because it's a little bit more on the vampire side. But they all seem like old-fashioned horror movies, and I love that. Yeah. The Perfect Host. Okay. Oh, that one sounds really creepy. I'm writing that down. The Perfect Host. Ugh, yeah. If it's spooky, I love it. Um See, it's only August, you guys, but today we had a cooler day, so I started getting into I was like, "It kind of feels like fall." Rose red. Okay, writing that down. We could just have, like, a talk on horror movies. That would be fun. But I don't wanna do any spoilers. Like, whoever was it said, Babadook? Babadook is so good, and there's another one like that, that's really good too. Oh, man, I am just so I actually to get my daughter to put water in her apple juice, 'cause no, I won't spoil anything, because she hates putting water in her apple juice. I told her she could put cinnamon in it, and then I tried it to make sure it was okay, because I was like, "Cold apple juice with cinnamon," but then it was really good. It was like, you know, like a hot cider drink, and, that made me want it to be fall. I know, it's almost there, and we are going to Disney World. I told you guys some of you guys that, my daughter got a Make-A-Wish, and I'm really excited. A lot of the sales of my dolls actually are going to help us go towards helping us get suitcases. I need to ask a few people to borrow them here, but we're taking 2 per person, and there's 6 of us. So, yes, I know, and thank you. I know, we are really excited. My daughter loves Oogie Boogie. This is her cup, actually. She loves the Oogie Boogie, and she loves, Tigger, and who else was her favorite? She has Oogie Boogie, Tigger. Oh, guys, I'm just tired. I can't remember the 3rd one that she told. I think it was Maui. I know it was Maui, but I think there was somebody else. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I can't believe it. A lot of the things that they were telling us what we're gonna do and where we're gonna stay and all of that, I'm I'm just, like, blown away, especially if it's gonna be around in the fall season, because then they'll have really cute stuff. Um, and we're gonna go to, a Harry Potter part as well, Universal Studios, so, yeah. Oh, I just love this Samara. The Ring series, both The Grudge and The Ring are really good. Um, there's an American Grudge, right? And then a Japanese Grudge. And both those when I saw those years ago, that was kind of the first time I'd ever seen any movie like that, like those Japanese horror movies. Oh my gosh. It scared oh my gosh. So spooky and creepy. Not necessarily bloody or anything like that, just really, really creepy. And there are so many like that, right? Um Oh, you are? You're gonna go to Harry Potter World Halloween week? Oh my gosh. See, now that would be fun to go there during that season because 'cause they're gonna have, like, so many, like, fun fall even after Halloween, I would think, too. Um, they would have, like, fall things. Yeah, because 'cause they're not gonna be into Midnight Mass, that's it! Thank you! Yes, that is the name of it, Midnight Mass. I knew it was I was like, "Yes, that's it." I knew it had to do with the church, the name, but that's what it is. The mass is the church. Um, oh my gosh, it's intense, and it's just enough creepy too, that you don't know what's gonna happen. No spoilers. Yes, that is it. Um, anyways, there are other Japanese horror movies too that are just as scary as The Ring and The Grudge. There's multiple Grudge movies. I mean, I feel like the more you watch of them, sometimes, like, down the series is not so good, but yeah, it is very good. So, anyways, I think this girl's gonna just stay with me. I just love her so much, she creeps me out, and I know that that means something if she creeps me out. Um, and I'm always looking for like, I didn't go and see what is it called? The Disney movie that's out right now, the Haunted Mansion movie yet. Um, thought it might be too spooky for the little kids, but because I have little ones. Like jump scares, I think there are. It said that. I looked it up and I didn't want I know they won't handle jump scares. Spooky is fine. Jump scares, no. Um, but I do want to go see that. Yeah, her dress needs to be fixed. and she needs, there. It was just a little bit too long for her, but I am obviously gonna put that hair on her too, and the thing is with the hair, I have to braid it, and I have to braid so much of it to wrap around even, like, this little piece. Um Oh, thank you. Hi, Doctor Bob. Thank you so much for my hat. Um, I when I braid their hair for the Frankenstein, sometimes I have to go across to the other side of the room, and I know that sounds like it would just get all twisted and stuff, but I keep it pretty, untwisted. I don't know what the word is for it. Untwisted. Um, so I do have stuff in my buy it now. I do sell Barbie brooches and Barbie clips, which would be I want to put a Barbie head or some kind of head right here in this flower and then wear the flower. Hi, friends. Thanks for joining. So I just have a few left. Um, they don't have faces yet. This is my Hammer Horror. This is my Neon Glow in the Dark Wednesday. Yes, I do. And then this is my Two-Headed Wednesday. I do, let me show you. I did that, the very first one that Tuffy Cat got. Um, I crochet the base of their hair. So this part right here is crocheted and then I crochet their bangs. But then I did crochet this piece before on the first one I made, and it took a lot longer than braiding, like 3 times as long, to make that tall piece. And even though it looks cool and it was like an experiment, I think the braided rope just wraps it a lot better, and it's easier for me to do because here's the thing too, and Brandy, I'm sure you know this. From having, kids, I have to count my crochet stitches when I do something like that, versus when I'm just crocheting in a circle, I don't really have to count. I mean, it's kinda automatic, but when I start doing the tall, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what number I'm on?" So it just became kind of a problem anyway. You know, I need to do it where I feel like it looks the best and it yeah, and it's gonna cover it. Yeah. I love this, like, it's a door knocker. I have to make more like this, um, with different so she's got, the gray skin because she's, um, undead. I have to say undead. She's not dead, she's undead. Um, so anyways. Uh, weird and wacky Barbies today. Usually, that was a special event with the Barbie. I have my Barbie crown. I was asked from lots of people. I feel like I want to make a Barbie crown to sell, especially with Halloween coming up. I feel like people are gonna do some Barbie stuff. You guys, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of Barbie stuff for Halloween this year. Oh, cool. Now I have 3.5 Frankies, 2.5 from you, and 1 from Brandy's Lily. Oh, yeah, that little Frankie doll. Oh my gosh, I have one too. My Bride of Frankenstein, my Monster High Bride of Frankenstein doll is holding him like her little stuffy. It's so cute. Yes, 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 yes. Um, so I am definitely gonna bring these girls back, do their faces, and you guys, I mean, yesterday it was kind of funny. I got up, my husband woke me up really early because he something happened downstairs. Anyways, he needed help cleaning up. And um, so I woke up and I started sewing dolls at 5 in the morning, and then I didn't stop till 10 yesterday. Oh my gosh, and I mean, and I feel, like, super accomplished for getting all of those done, And, even though I didn't finish the hair, sometimes the hair itself takes so long. So I have like these 2, and I have to put the sock on there to be able to stuff the hair and keep it, you have to have an understructure. That's one thing that I've learned from theater. You have to build something up underneath before you can add the fancies on top, right? um yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, Brandy, you should make more of those little Frankies. They were the cutest things, especially a little doll for a doll. I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like if you want to see now that we're talking about it. So this is my Bride of Frankenstein. And yeah, this apron is from Petra at Red Rock Creations, if you guys didn't know. So that isn't that so cute? I think he's the cutest. Look at him. And then this is my bride from Monster High that came out with the Frankie. And I don't have the Frankie. I actually split it with my friend Cody at Stovall the Doll. If you guys know Cody. Hi, Becky. Yeah. So he got Frankie. I was like, I want Frankie. And he said, I said, I want the bride. And he said he wanted Frank. So we just split it. Um, Anyways, this is a fabulous doll. And this is the one that she makes. So this is kind of like my lives. I sit here and I talk about all my stuff, and I have stuff in my buy it now, usually kits to sew for dolls. Oh, see if I can get this off of her. Um, so you can sew clothes for your dolls or all sorts of things for your dolls. But this thing is what's fabulous. So the Bride of Frankenstein, before she died, the story is she was a ballerina. So they added that to her shoes. Isn't that fantastic? Amazing. What an amazing detail. And then they gave her this kind of a thing. I know. The shoes and the details for Monster High, like, this was a collector edition. Um, oh gosh, her face is just so beautiful, and they just put it up in, like, this little ponytail to make it stand up like that, but be real hair and not plastic, you know? Yeah, and then the little Frankie, that is the cutest thing with the stitches. I just can't get over how cute he is. So this is the stuff that Brandy and her daughter make. Yeah, but it's cute with her, right? Um, Anyways, what time is it? Okay, I have 10 more minutes, and I so appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Um, I do make clothes for dolls too. So I make fashions for collector dolls like Blythe. And that's my next thing because I am also sometimes on Pin TV, um, which is coming up, which is Pinterest TV, right? And I just do demos. Oh, thanks for being here. I'm so glad you're here. Well, make sure to bookmark my shows. I have more Halloween. I have a holiday, like a Christmas show coming up too, and just my regular lives. I talk about sewing and mending and like this outfit will fit this doll and this doll. So the dresses that I make, this is not one of them. I don't have one available, I don't think, nearby. Um, that for Blythe also fit Barbie, and like I love curvy Barbie is my favorite, and then also classic Barbie. It will fit too, and Rainbow and Shadow High. So I feel like those dolls in particular are my favorites. So I made a dress that's like a hammer horror dress. It's empire waist, but it's very flowy and big. And it's made out of different Halloween fabric like bats or pumpkins. Um, yeah. And it fits multiple dolls. So you can just change your dolls and put them on display for the holidays for Halloween and have clothes for them, you know. Oh, yeah, so I have the sewing kits, that's right, for Barbie in my Buy It Now. Thank you, Brandy. I have a kit for curvy Barbie and a kit for the classic Barbie, and it's a raglan sleeve, knit top, and a stretch denim skirt. And it comes with a needle and thread. You don't have a closure because it's just stretch, and you can just pull it on or and off. Um, and there's different prints. So there's a black and white striped top or a Hello Kitty top, and then purple, what is it? Purple animal print and like a soft kind of pink. Yeah. Um, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I well, see, I never keep them for myself. I need to do that so I can show what they look like. I have some cut that I need to finish sewing, so that's my next thing is with the Blythe dolls. And if you guys didn't know, this is a Blythe doll. I got this from Cindy, like I said. She changed the eye chips on her, which she's got flowers and they have this wonderful little pull string, which she put all the beads on there. And then when you here, I'm gonna take her hat off. It's such a problem if she's not sitting still. Um, so I'm gonna have a lot more Halloween show. Halloween, I love making stuff for Halloween. So if I pull on her pull string, she closed their eyes and then they change. So she changed all of the eye chips to different colors. So this is like a multi-green. It's a blue that looks like a watercolor. Isn't that pretty? And then is that like a soft pink? Kind of like her hair, but I like the flowers. So that's a Blythe doll, if you didn't know that. And I didn't have one with this color hair. I somebody asked me, which I probably will now do, my next show. Well, I do have some dolls to show as well, but um showcase some of my Blythe dolls because I wanna say 14, I'm not sure. They're not all Blythe. Some of them are like the knockoff, Icy dolls or a factory doll where they're less expensive because their, face might not match their body 100%, but you can't tell. The ones that I got, you can't tell, I don't think. So anyways, those are called factory dolls. But see, I love talking dolls. Um, I could do it all day, every day, and never get bored. um, yes. So, if you didn't want to sew for your dolls, you can buy the kit to sew the dress that I made for Blythe, or you can buy the Blythe dress. And it comes with a tutorial. I have tutorials on YouTube on how to sew clothes. Same name, My Stitch and Dollyverse. And I'm Valerie. And I just realized I missed some of these. No, Blythe does not fit Barbie. But the dress that I made fits um curvy Barbie. So I would say maybe curvy Barbie. I'll show you what her body looks like. It is bigger. It's more boxier um than Barbie. So I don't want to show her, you know what's, but because she's kind and depending so she's got a little bit of a waist that goes in, but depending on the body type that you get too, they're different. There are some that don't have a chest really, I mean, um, and so obviously the clothes are definitely gonna not fit. They're gonna be different clothes, and that's why you need a Wednesday Blythe. I know, I've seen a lot of people do that. Uh Yeah, you need some clothes that are a little bit looser that will fit the variety of Blythe dolls. I've seen a friend of mine did a challenge with another friend to make a Wednesday Blythe, but the only black hair Blythe that they could find had bangs. And this is before they showed promos for the TV show, that came out last year. And so they slicked the bangs out to make her like the original Wednesday hair, and then the picture came out and she had bangs and she was like, "Oh, why did I do that?" But I think she's fixed it since then. It's so funny though, because you never know, right? What they're gonna how they're gonna portray her, like with just the split down the center or the bangs, which I think they both look cute. Um, I think Blythe looks the best with bangs. I have some without bangs, and I don't know. It's not my favorite. I mean, it's cute, but it's not my favorite. Anyways, I am pretty much done with my show. I so appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Um, I am gonna be making some dolly head brooches too. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. With just the head or the 2 heads for Halloween. I'm gonna make some Barbie brooches with some, witches hats on because that's fun too, and all sorts of crafting things. Yeah. So I hope you guys oh, yeah, and Alice in Wonderland I have in the works as well. So, thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you bookmark my shows and come hang out some more. Because yeah, it's so much fun. I will see you guys later. I always hate going. It's so much fun. Bye.